Throwback Thursday. If you are new to Throwback Thursday, this is a video series that was actually started, to my knowledge, by Marnie from Miss Gold Girl, where we go back and look at some of our favorites from past years. So I have chosen to do to go back every 2 years. I do have a playlist for these, so I'll list that below in case you want to check out some of my other Throwback Thursdays. So this was April of 2013. I go back, watch the video, see what I have to say, see what my hair might have looked like, and then come back to you guys and tell you guys whether I still like those products, I've forgotten about them, what the case might be. So, first things first on this one was, this was a Rouge Bunny Rouge Love Fest. I had purchased a few things from Rouge Bunny Rouge, and my friend Seth from Sethkin7 had sent me a couple things. So that's why the Rouge Bunny Rouge Love Fest. And the first thing was the Rouge Bunny Rouge Aqua Primer. I did love and do love that primer. I've not repurchased it only because I am working through other primers that I have. But man, if you have dry skin and want to spend a little bit extra on a primer because it's not cheap, that primer is really nice for dry skin. I mean, really nice. I really liked that primer. So still definitely a favorite of mine, just not currently in my stash. The next thing was the Rouge Bunny Rouge Time Defying Foundation. So I have one here that I purchased on Haute Look. That is the nice thing. Rouge Bunny Rouge has been showing up on Haute Look. I think it's been on there twice in the last few months, if I remember correctly. So I feel like I have an itch in the corner of my eye. Anyway, so this is my second bottle of this. I did finish the first bottle completely up. I'm in the color Quinoa Cream number 52. This foundation is very nice, very long lasting, great for dry skin, good coverage, really a nice foundation. Definitely in my top 5, I would say. And then the other foundation that I talked about, there's a lot of moments in this where anybody that's been around for more than a year, so I was going to be like, all right, already. But the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation, this still is one of my, again, another of my top 5 foundations. And I had just discovered this foundation. So it was fun to kind of see that. But at any rate, I wear the color Sand, and this is more of a medium coverage. But it just has, it's a little bit hydrating, and and I'm wearing it today, it just gives my skin a little something, I don't know, but normally I prefer a much fuller coverage, but I usually pair this with a powder foundation of some sort, and I just love how my skin looks with this. So, Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation in Sand, absolutely still a favorite. So the first 3 things were still a favorite, and at the time, by the way, because this isn't the longest wearing foundation known to man, I was mixing it with the MAC Pro Longwear to use up that foundation, and I remember really liking that combination of the finish that the Bobbi Brown Skin finish gives me, and then the lasting power of the MAC Pro Longwear. It was a really good combination. So then I had the blush, and I'm wearing this today from Rouge Bunny Rouge in Starina. I'm not sure exactly how you say it, but it looks like this, and it's kind of a bronzy peach, I would say, a little gingery, so to speak. And I do have that on my cheeks today. One of the reasons I like this blush is that, let me grab my brush here. You can, so this is, what is this, a MAC 129, yep. You can put it on your cheeks, and then I will kind of squeeze this together, put it in the, and you can kind of do a little contour with the same product. And I really like how that looks. That's what I did today. I've worn this quite a bit. You can probably tell there is no, I pulled out a couple other of my Rouge Bunny Rouge blushes I've purchased since then because I like the formula so much. So that's what one looks like when it is newer. You can't even see that on that one anymore. I really like this blush. I always tend to grab pink blushes, but when I grab blushes that are more like this shade, it seems to just do something nice for my face, I guess. I don't know. So I will, oh, by the way, this shade is in Orphaline by Rouge Bunny Rouge. And then while I'm here, the other one that I have is in Habanera, which is a nice kind of neutrally. So I love the formula. I love the wear time. They blend very nicely into the skin. Good, really, really nice blushes. The other thing that I had on here was the Rouge Bunny Rouge Seas of Illumination. So those were the liquid illuminators, and I just had little samples of them. I used those all up long, long ago. And what I had said in that video, and I remember this to be true, is that they just lasted forever. on your skin. Like a lot of times I find anyway, liquid illuminators seem to disappear throughout the day, but that one did not. It just would last forever. And I don't remember, I don't think I was talking, there were 3 shades of them that I had. I don't think I was speaking to a specific one in that video, just all of them in general. So, all right, the next thing I had was the blush, the Bare Minerals blush in Plush Peach. And this came in a kit of some sort, and I'm not sure if it's available now anymore or not. I'm gonna grab a brush so I can grab some out of here and give you a swatch. But a lot of this was like I said, it came in a kit, and a lot of times these shades will then come out on Bare Minerals website. All right, so that is what it looks like right there. And if it is available, I will link it. If not, my apologies. But I was just kind of into sort of the peachier blushes. And this one, I'm going to swatch it next to the Rouge Bunny Rouge for you. It's a little bit, this one is a little bit more peach than the Rouge Bunny Rouge. Can't believe I didn't swatch that to begin with for you. You can see the Rouge Bunny Rouge is a little more bronzed, and then that's one a little more peach. But I haven't worn this one in forever. I honestly don't remember the last time I wore it. So the last time I wore it, I don't remember the last time I wore it, but I would not consider it a favorite anymore. I love the Bare Minerals blushes, but that one in particular, I don't remember the last time I wore it. It was probably that month. Game. Okay, the next thing I had was a Bloom Pure Minerals in Topaz, which looks like this. This was a gift from my friend Erica, who I call Aggie, in Australia. And I believe it was for my birthday, or we did a swap. I don't remember which. It comes with this little brush, which I still have. You will see in a moment why I love this. I still do wear this. Isn't that delightful? I don't wear it as often because loose pigments and I don't always get along. But every time I wear a loose pigment, I remember the delightfulness that is a loose pigment. I don't know, there's just something about it that's a little bit different than a pressed. I don't know. Anyway, so I do still love this. I do still wear it, but I have not worn this in a long time, so I'm going to leave this out and break that out. But again, it comes with this cute little brush because of, did I show you? The little hole that is, it is in there. Okay, another one of my eyeshadow loves for the month was the Bare Minerals High Shine in Bronzed. And I've talked about these over and over again. They're so pretty, the High Shines. And they, I'm making a mess. To my knowledge, they've discontinued these, which just makes me so sad. So when you open them, they would pop up sort of and have a sponge tip applicator. And that's... right? Yes, that's what it looks like. Isn't that stunning? I did a video way back when. Actually, I had asked people in that video if they wanted to see it, and then I did it. Kind of a 4 looks. I think I did 5 looks in one video using all of the high shines that I had at the time. So pretty. And again, I believe they're discontinued, but if I can find them somewhere, if they still have them maybe on Bare Minerals site or something, I'll list them below. But these wear very nicely. They have that nice shine to them. They don't crease. They're absolutely delightful. I love them. So the next thing was a paint pot eyeshadow combo that I was really loving. And I know that I have recommended this to people since that video. I have worn this since that video. It's still one of my favorite combos, particularly in the summer and early fall. And that is MAC's Paint Pot and Rubenesque. And I have to say, this is the same paint pot that I have had, because I don't wear it all, you know, I'm not wearing it every day like Painterly. But look at how, I'm not sure if you can tell, how creamy that one still is. I don't understand why some stay like that and some don't. So anyway, that is Rubenesque. It's just gorgeous, rose gold beautifulness. And then on the top of it, I was wearing, and this is what I have on my eyes today, by the way, the Bobbi Brown. So I have this in one of my Bobbi Brown palettes, shade in rose gold right here. And that's what it looks like. I'll put it next to this. And then I'll zoom you in and give you a look at my eyes. So that's the rose gold, so that you can see what it looks like together. All right, so here's what it looks like together. It's just beautiful. And I just have a little bit of Naked, or Naked 2, whatever that is, from the palette Over the Top. So yeah, Over the Top, or in that Over the Top, in the crease, I have Naked 2 from the Walk of Shame palette. And then I just have a little bit of Venus in the inner corner. and a little WS or Walk of Shame in the upper on my brow bone. That's all I have on my eyes. I just think it's such a pretty, summery sort of look, as you can tell by my gray sweatshirt I'm wearing. But anyway, it's real. I just think it's very, very pretty, and I still, like I said, I've recommended it to people, and I still wear it. So that's still a favorite. This next one is what I have for liner, and is this gonna crack you guys up? This was the first. There's a random dog in my front yard that I've never seen before. All right, sorry about that. Actually, I'm gonna pause and shut the curtain. Okay, sorry about that. When the sun starts to come up, if you guys can see, I shut it a little bit. It starts to come through. Look, I'm all angelic here with my hair. Okay, anyway, Tarte Skinny Smolder and Sunstone Bronze. I just did a video showing all of the swatches of the Skinny Smolder Eyes. This is where my love of them started. It came in an Allure beauty box, and I had said in that video that I had just started using it. That was my first one. I have gone through that one, another one, and I believe this is my third if I remember correctly. I love this liner. This is not new information to anybody. This is what I have on my upper lash line, if you saw that. It has just the slightest sheen to it. I don't see glitter or sparkle, but I do see sheen. Yeah, I don't see glitter or sparkle, but it's metallic-y. But these just blend out like a dream. I've talked them to death, so I won't continue to go into this, but trust me when I tell you, it's delightful. And I've not been disappointed with any of the shades that I've purchased. There are actually, even though I have a lot of them, there are a few others I'd kind of like to get, but at any rate. Okay, and then along with that was this brush, and I had talked about it because that was when as if I'm part of the inner circle, that was when everybody found out that Sue Devitt was going out of business. And this was, there's no name on this brush, but it's a short kind of dense, it's a little bit longer than like a, what is it, a 216 or whatever from it, you know what I mean, like that. It's a little bit longer than that, but this is perfect for smudging out beneath your lower lash line, upper lash line. This is what I used before the Sigma E21, and then they discontinued this. I found the Sigma E21. That's, you know, kind of what I've been using when I do tutorials and that sort of thing. This is just the perfect pencil for smudging out like the Tarte Skinny Smolder Eyes, or Sue Devitt had these jumbo pencil shadow sticks. It was great for doing that beneath your lower lash line, that sort of thing. But so I like this. It's just discontinued to my knowledge, and I don't know where you can find it, but it is still one of my favorites. But that's why I don't talk about it or use it much anymore, because you can't get it. All right, the next thing on here is Bobbi Brown Creamy Matte Lips. Boy, I feel like I'm talkative today. Creamy Matte in number 4 True Pink. And I'm wearing that right now. I know this has shown up in my favorites frequently. It's just the perfect pink. Perfect. And it's matte, but it doesn't dry out my lips. That was one of the things. Now, there are other mattes that have shown up in life since then, like that are nice on the lips, like the Maybelline Creamy Mattes. Is that what they're called? It doesn't say on the packaging, but I'm pretty sure they're called Maybelline Creamy Mattes. Those are very nice and don't dry out your lips, but this is a lovely formula if you're wanting to try something from the Bobbi Brown line. And then the other thing that I had was a Kiko lipstick in 813, which was a gift from my friend Chrissy in Germany. And that looks like that. I do still really love this. I wore the heck out of this. It's got a good little dip down in there. Just a very nice neutral shade. A little bit more of a kick to it than like Viva Glam 5 or Whisper, as far as a little more color payoff, but beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then the last two things on there, I had just the October before this, so about, what, 6 months before that, had started drinking coffee. It was before I knew the joys of coffee. And I had 2 favorites on there. The one was the Donut House Cinnamon Roll K-Cup, and then the other one was the Green Mountain Caramel Vanilla Cream. I do really like the Caramel Vanilla Cream. I don't think I've purchased the Cinnamon Roll K-Cup since then, but I never met anything with cinnamon in it that I didn't like. I'm just saying. So with that, me and my angelic hair here are gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm all distracted by the sun coming through at a crazy angle. On the rest of my face today, I think I've told you everything that I have on. Actually, I think I've told you everything I have on from top to bottom, except for mascara. For the first time today, I'm trying out the Benefit Roller Lash. Too soon to tell anything about it. But I think other than that, I've covered everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you're having a great Thursday, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.